Hey friends, good morning or good afternoon, maybe good night, whenever you're watching this. Welcome to the KidMin Word. I'm so glad that you're here today. I hope that you had an amazing weekend of ministry. And this week we're stepping back into Ephesians, and we're going to be in Ephesians chapter 3. And I really believe that it's going to be a chapter that meets you right where you are in your ministry. So let's just jump in. In Ephesians 3:1, we read this: "For this reason, I, Paul, a prisoner for Christ Jesus, on behalf of you Gentiles." Just let that sit with you for a minute. I, Paul, a prisoner of Jesus Christ, on behalf of you Gentiles. Paul is writing from prison. He's confined. He's limited. He's restricted. And if anybody ever had a reason to feel stuck, it was him. But notice what he says and what he doesn't say. He doesn't say, "I'm a prisoner of Rome." He says, "I'm a prisoner of Christ," or for Christ. That, my friend, is perspective. Paul understood something that can transform the way we see our lives and our ministries. And that is that even when things get hard, even when circumstances are difficult, God is in control. And I just wonder today, how many of us feel stuck? Maybe you're not in prison, but you're in a season where things aren't growing like you hoped. Maybe you're dealing with volunteer challenges or burnout or just the weight of responsibility. Maybe you're pouring out week after week and wondering, is this actually even making a difference? It's easy to think in those moments that, I'm just trying to survive. And you feel like I'm just trying to keep my head above water. But what if you're not stuck? What if this season that you're in isn't something to escape, but it's actually something to embrace? What if God has placed you exactly where you are for a purpose? Paul said, "I'm a prisoner for Christ Jesus on behalf of you Gentiles." He saw his situation as an assignment. Even in prison, he believed that God was using him. And you know what? The same is true for you. You are not an accident in your ministry. You're not there by chance. You're not overlooked. You are sent. And God has entrusted you with those kids, with those families, with that team. So instead of asking, "Why am I here?" start asking, "God, how do you want to use me here?" There's a big difference, right? Because when you shift that question from "Why am I here?" to "God, how do you want to use me here?" everything changes. You begin to see opportunities instead of obstacles. You begin to lead with purpose instead of leading out of a place of frustration. And over time, you start to see that God is at work in ways that you could have never imagined. So, my friend, today, wherever you're at, embrace your assignment. Remember, you're not stuck, you're sent. Now, tomorrow, we're going to talk about how the gospel changes the way that you see every single kid, every single family in your ministry, because no one is outside of God's reach. I can't wait to see you there.